What is up, you guys, and welcome back to Karuna, Satori Basic, a basic intro for a basic human being. I just added that, so we'll see if it sticks. But anyway, if you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, I did a Wild Thornberries roleplay, obviously with the glasses off, the makeup smeared because I couldn't get the contacts out. Yeah, if you're looking for a positive update today, it's just not, that's not what's happening. I'm just going to be honest about a few things, explain how I'm feeling, and we'll go from there. And this is basically a methadone update. But I just sat and I filmed a 40-minute video talking about this, and I said way too much, and I don't think I'm ready to put that out, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to keep it for the future, and I'm going to post it then. I would like to post it into the future when I am 100%, because I get really down and really out, and I'm like, I say things that I mean, but I say them kind of dramatically, and we all know I'm a dramatic person, but anyway, I realized lately as well that there are many people subscribed to this channel who don't even know that I run an ASMR channel on the side, and we have a huge family over there, and that means a lot that somebody subscribed to watch my shit show unfold. Thank you so much, or for giving me a chance. I'm very, very grateful. I don't really tend to the comments here. I've never, I created this channel just literally to be myself, which is fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Put petty story times and all my dramatic shit. And lately I've found that I don't want that anymore. I am happy to tell stories, but I don't want any future drama. I don't want myself involved in anything. In fact, I had 2 chances in the past, probably 2-3 weeks, at the Methadone clinic alone, just with people that I've, never gotten along with, 2 people in specific, and I walked away for the first time, believe it or not. I run my mouth, literally. I don't know why I haven't had my ass beat yet. I really don't, but, but anyway, the people, you know what I mean. So what I'm trying to say here is, I'm happy with where I am now in life. I'm very happy now. Physically, I am very unhappy right now. I am 2 milligrams, and it is pretty bad. 3 milligrams, I explained in both videos that the worst withdrawal symptoms that I felt were the chills and a little bit of restlessness at night. Now that was very mild. Is there, I don't even know, can you, how do you range that scale? On a scale from 1 to 10, it was probably a 4 at 3 milligrams, and now that I'm on 2 milligrams, it's probably around an 8. An 8, probably a 6 or a 7. It is definitely interfering with my daily life. The withdrawal that I am feeling right now was, at first, I was like, you know what, I'm coming off methadone, I'm going to expect these feelings, I'm not going to let it get in my head, because I let things get to me, and then I probably placebo myself into feeling like shit. But when I was at 3, I wasn't even thinking about it, and I would get them here and there, and I'd forget it. I was like, nope, in my head I'm fine, and then I'd forget. Now I'm not even thinking about it, and it's just constant. Well, technically I am if I'm talking about it, but do you understand what I mean? It's constant fucking discomfort. And the worst part of all of it is the legs. I am going nuts. My legs will not stop moving. My legs are in pain. I feel like I've run a marathon the past 3 days. I've been on 2 for a week now. I have been just running and running allegedly, that I just had no idea I did. At nighttime. Just kicking my fucking legs all over the place. My husband, him and I didn't even sleep in the same bed for years, due to personal issues, and, I just have never been an affectionate person with anyone. Finally that's changed, so we started sleeping together, maybe a year and a half ago, and, for the first time last night, he's like, I do not want to be in this bed with you. You are a fucking roller coaster right now. I'm kicking then I'm like sweating and throwing the blankets off, then I'm like, oh my god, man, like hot sweats, cold sweats, chills, watery eyes. I haven't gotten nausea, which I'm grateful for, and I don't think I'll get that. I've never, even when I went through withdrawal way back when, like I've never been nauseous. I've thrown up. Like it was just kind of one of those things where I'd be so sick that I'd wake up and it wouldn't even be nauseous. Like I'd wake up with the spit coming. You know that feeling like when you're about to throw up, all the spit comes in your mouth because I guess it's trying to, I don't remember. Yeah, so I haven't had that. Oh shit. But anyway, I've been up since 1 a.m. It is actually 9 a.m. right now. Just fucking like, went to bed at 9 p.m. last night. I go to bed very early. Like our whole family just like shuts down around 8:30. Like all of us, we all just go to bed. Like after you know, I bathe the kids or, you know, Vic makes them like a snack or something, like we are done. We're gone. We're all out. And usually I'd sleep through the night. And that's one thing I am grateful for so far for the methadone withdrawal or coming off of methadone, is I do sleep better. Like it's weird. Like anybody out there, like if you are on a high dose, or you were on a high dose, that's basically who I'm referring this to, and you've come off methadone, can you tell me, like from the times that you were nodding off compared to now, like do you sleep better? I mean, I don't know. I've always felt that. I remember going to rehab in 2010, the one that I actually completed the 30 days, and I remember coming home, and it was like a week later, and I remember my sleep. I fucking woke up, and it was the best fucking sleep I had ever had in my life, like, and it lasted for weeks until I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna use it again. And for those who don't know, just quick backstory, I joined the methadone clinic around February 11th or something, 2011. I've been on it for 8 years. My highest was 160 something milligrams, or 100. It was up there in that range. And yeah, I've been on it for 8 years. I started my detox in October of last year after I had my breast augmentation surgery. My goal was actually to be off of it by March. Here we are. It will be July 1st soon. So I've been detoxing from 25 milligrams since October. That's like 9 months. Literally, I don't even, like, that is so long. Do you understand what I mean? So it's not like I'm doing anything wrong. I'm not going too quickly. I am definitely going, you know, at a slow rate. I talked to my doctor, you know, my doctor confirmed I'm definitely, like, experiencing the symptoms. She could tell I was a little bit jittery, and she prescribed me Klonidine. I asked for Valium. I wanted to get, like, Valium helped me sleep after my breast surgery, but they were like, that's a benzodiazepine we don't want you to get, or something. And then they were like, we don't want you to get addicted to that. And I understand that. Now, Klonidine is basically, it says it, like, reverses the side effects for withdrawal. And I don't know what it is, and I don't want to take it. It's so funny that, like, I'm so weird, like, with that stuff. Like, I will happily, if prescribed to me, take, like, you know, a painkiller, but I'm petrified to fucking take, like, Excedrin, or I'm scared to take, you know, something that literally could potentially help the symptoms I'm experiencing right now. Like, it's so pathetic, and I don't know why I'm like that. I've always been like that. I don't know. So, yeah. So I mean, that's my backstory. I've been on it for so long. I know that methadone goes into your bones. It goes into your fat cells, and that's another thing. When I joined the methadone clinic, I was 125 pounds, okay? And I lost 10 pounds. Like, I was at 115. Like, when I joined the clinic, it was like a month later I lost 10 pounds. And now I'm 130, so I've gained 10 pounds in 8 years if you want to start from where I started. Like, literally, I am 130 pounds, and I am like, I'm like a tiny build. Like, I'm very tall, 5'7". I'm 5'7". It's not very tall, but and I'm 130, and that's like a lot. Now I know I went and got breast surgery, so I'm gonna add like 1 or 2 pounds on that or something. But it like, come on, I don't need to be that fucking, like, I mean, in my opinion, for my frame, I have hip dips and everything like that, which I'm going to be having them removed soon, which I honestly don't think I'm ready for with how I'm feeling right now. I talked about the cool sculpting and stuff like that, but I'm just so, like, I don't even know what to say. So right now, for anybody wondering about my methadone update, I'm not doing too well in the withdrawal category, but I will stick with it. Like, I mean, that's what I said in the other video that I won't go too far into detail now. When I'm ready, I will. But basically, like, I'm a very, 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 very open person. Like, I'll tell you the outskirts of everything. Like, you know, for example, how I lost my kids, and how I got them back, or how, you know, I cheated, and, you know, and what I used to do for drugs and everything like that. And, you know, I'll tell, like, deep, deep down. But then, I guess in the last video, I started getting feelings. I don't have feelings. Like, I don't. And, you know, when I get feelings, then I start, like, I don't even know how to explain it, and it just kind of was, like, too much, and then memories start coming back that I didn't want to relive and everything like that, and usually I'm not the type of fucking person who cares. Like, for example, my dad's death, like, I'm devastated over that, but the other day I was thinking about my dad, and for some reason I was, like, super emotional about it, and I was like, I don't like this. Like, nope. Like, so I stopped thinking about it and tried to move on, and it didn't work. But and the last thing is, yeah, like, where was I going with this? See, I'm fucking everywhere. Oh, I want to contribute or attribute the word. Like, I always find, like, 3 words to put in my vocabulary to sound intelligent to people who I talk to, like, randomly on the street, which I never do, but, like, in the grocery store or something, I'll be like, yes, shallow and pedantic, yes. No. But, to sound smart, I'm really not, but yeah, so this whole feelings thing, I'm hoping that it's just part of the withdrawal. Like, that stuff's coming out of my body for how long now? For 8 years. It's coming out of my bones. Shit goes and gets stored in your bones, so your bones fucking ache when you get off of it. Like, I've had the aching, but like I said, the worst fucking shit that I've had is in my legs. It is killing me. Oh, last night was the worst. Just kicking. I feel like I've run a marathon, and I don't fucking exercise that much anymore. Like, CrossFit's been done, man. Like, Planet Fitness is a rare occurrence. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know what, like, I mean, I'm up and active. Like, I'm active enough to not have, like, aches from sitting around all day. Like, this shit is for the birds. Like, is that even the right thing to say? Like, it sucks. I'm tired. I'm all over the place physically. Like, it just, everything's changing. Oh, that's where I was going with it, like, 20 minutes ago. What I'm trying to say is that the reason I won't give up is because the one thing that I can notice now that I did not notice back when is when my kids laugh. Now, when I say that, if you look at, like, I have, like, an old channel. It was called Karuna, Satori, or no, I don't know what it's called. People found it, actually, but it's a channel of me, like, raising my son. When I first had my son, before my postpartum depression, everything was fucking great. Like, you go and you watch his videos, man, I worked so hard on that damn kid, like, to get him to crawl, to get him to stand, to get him to reach his milestones. Like, I was going nuts. Like, I was so excited. I was on a high amount of methadone, but at the same time, like, I don't know what to, like, depression definitely contributes to, or attribute with it. Fucking, like, just go with me on this, please. But if you go look at those videos, like, it like, I don't know what changed. Like, it breaks my heart because I worked so hard with him and everything was great. And then we moved to that, it was like right when we moved in that apartment, and then everything, like, went gray. Does that make sense? Like, things got really bad, and, you know, people were saying, like, your kids are gonna get taken, man. You guys need to, like, vacuum or, like, pick up. And I was like, no. And then lo and behold, what happens? Like, and to this day, I'm very happy that my kids were taken. They needed to be. But where I'm going with this, trust me, I'm still on subject, I promise. I would always notice, like, my son when he laughed, and he would be like, ha, ha, ha. It's just like, I have all these videos on my old Facebook, and they're so sweet. And then as time went on, I stopped noticing his laugh, and he would still laugh, like, don't get me wrong, like, and I would not forget, but I just wouldn't listen anymore. I'd be more concerned about going and taking a nap. And then I had my daughter, and then it just got worse. And then, I stopped paying attention to any of their moods. I just made sure that they were fed on time. And, this is like before I lost my kids and everything. And I just forgot. And then my kids were taken. And in a way, I was like, yeah, I should probably work on getting them back. But then there was that feeling inside me that was like, I just don't care. And it took about 2 weeks before I realized, like, what is actually transpiring in my life. Like, my kids were just fucking removed from me. But I was so concerned about how I was going to get to the methadone clinic every morning. And that's fucking disgusting. But I'm being real. Like, these are the things that I'm starting to get emotional about. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to post this. And I probably won't post this either. But my dad, he had died in 2014. What I don't like where I'm going with this, because I heard my mom's door open and stuff, and I just got distracted. But like, it took a lot, to finally like be like, okay, it took tough love. It took everybody turning their backs on me. It took so much. It took rock fucking bottom to change, and I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, I always had this like not caring in me with methadone. Does that make sense? I mean, when I had my son, everything was fine. Like, it was a life-changing thing. Like, I was grateful. But there was always this not caring in me, like, with methadone. Like, ever since I started, like, I had no regard for any fucking human being on this planet. I used to say horrible fucking things, as you can see in my past. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was bad. And then, like, recently, in 2000, like, things were truly changed, it felt like, in the beginning of January 2017. My mouth is so dry. I have fake teeth in my mouth. I'm sounding like I have the gums, but I don't. So I think I just put my phone in low power mode. I wonder if that will make the audio, like it always does on this channel, cut off. So the point I'm trying to make is that being that high up was not fucking fun. Like, it wasn't helping anything, and I didn't even need it. I would take my methadone every morning and fall asleep. Like, it's fucking pathetic. Now I am at 2 milligrams, and I'm awake all day. I'm not napping anymore. And I sit, and I watch my kids come to me, and they're like, Mommy, do you want to play dolls? Mommy, let's play Pokemon. Mommy, can you help me with this game? Mommy, can you make me a sandwich? And I'm just like, you guys keep fighting. No, but, and it's fucking worth it. Like, I can hear their laughs now. I really wish I could express what I mean with that. When they laugh, like, I'm present to hear that. If, back then, when they laughed, I was just like, I don't know. Like, I would, like, sit on the couch. Like, I don't even we didn't even have internet. Like, I don't even know what I did. Like, I'm thinking, like, back then, it's not funny. Like, it's just like, what was I even doing? Like, I was so fucking depressed. But now, like, like yesterday, as much as I was feeling like shit, literally, like, it was so bad. I was on the couch. Like, my daughter was like, Mommy, can we go outside? And Vic was cooking dinner, and I was like, I felt like such shit, but they were so hopeful and happy and, like, in such a good mood, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, yes, we can. So we went outside, and I sat on the steps, and, I threw the ball to Odin, and he would smack it, and Tori would be like, Mommy, watch me, and she'd jump in this bouncy castle that I got at Toys R Us that you can't return, and then there's, like, a hole in the top, and it sucks real bad, but they laugh. And then, before bed last night, my mom called them, because my mom's their only grandma, and, my mom called, and Odin was, holding the phone, and he sees the red button on the phone, and he keeps pretending to push it, and then my daughter's like, she thinks that's so fucking funny, and I'm just like, what? Like, it's so weird what kids find funny. And she's laughing, and I'm telling you, like, this is not laughing, like, this is like, she is just, that is her whole world, is what Odin is doing right now, like, with the button. And then my mom was laughing, and I know, like, it sounds kind of cheesy, because it's like, oh, we're such a happy family, because we're not, you know what I mean? Nobody is. like that, like nobody's a perfect family. But I sat, and in that moment I was like, things are perfect, like, in my life right now. Like, I am so blessed. Like, I would never fucking have this. Number one, if it wasn't for you guys and my ASMR family. But number two, I would never have my kids back, you know, if it wasn't for the tough love, if it wasn't for the people who did tell me to try to get off methadone and be like, that it's making you not care, it's making you this, it's making you that. And like I said, it's a level that I was at on methadone that I feel like made me not be present. Like, it just took away my presence. Like, now I'm present. I feel sober, and I feel awake, and I feel not energized right now. I feel like shit. But it goes away. Like, it will go away. Like, this too shall pass. It's the biggest thing in addiction and recovery. Like, this too shall pass is such a like, I'm getting goosebumps because I never realized like how much that resonates with me. Like, this too shall pass. The shitty feeling I'm feeling right now shall pass. Back when, you know, when I was, you know, being a fucking shitty mother and doing shitty things to other people and being a certain way, you know, I didn't think about that. I was only concerned about myself and, you know, but now it's like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, things are just great now. Life is so fucking good now. And this feeling that I'm feeling right now shall pass. And I guess what I'm trying to express to you guys is that if you're out there and you're going down or you're scared to go down on methadone, like, I am promising you, as shitty as I feel right now, like, it will pass. Your body's not going to be this way forever. You don't just go through withdrawal forever. Like, you don't. Like, you really don't. Methadone is the hardest fucking drug to get off of. Like, I've read this everywhere. Like, everybody says it. Doctors, fucking everyone. There is I'm being real, there is like a low success rate for methadone users, but they're there. And I know I'm still on 2, but I'm telling you, I promise you, like, on everything I hold sacred, that I will be a success story from someone who gets off methadone. I've been on it too long, and I've seen way too much with other people. I've seen people die. I've seen people fucking, like, literally, like, what they do and how they act on it, on higher doses. I'm not talking about a stable, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, like, people who are, like, way up there. There's even clinics that let people go 200 fucking milligrams. What is that? Honestly, what is that? That's like for a bigger person. Like, these people are like walking sticks, and they're coming in here, and like, our clinic I think only goes up to 170 or 80. I don't know, but you know, every milligram really counts. Like, that's a fucking lot. Do you know what I mean? And it turns everybody into a fucking zombie. Like, that's who I was. I was a fucking zombie, a walking zombie, getting up every morning, fucking finding a way to get to that damn clinic. And the things that now I'm getting, my emotions are everywhere. And that's another part of the withdrawal. Like, your brain changes when it gets addicted to something. It starts to work with the drug that you're addicted on. Like, now that I'm coming off of it, my brain doesn't know what to do, so it's rewiring itself, and I'm just everywhere. But I promise you, I will be a success story off methadone. I promise you, for how far I've fucking come and what I've seen and how I feel and where I'm at in life right now. I would never fucking give that up to use again, ever in my life. There is nothing in this world worth giving up your sobriety for. There is nothing. Like, I will not go through what I went through on methadone ever again, and I put myself there, and I take responsibility for that. My life is way too precious to fuck it up again and to put myself where I was in 2015 compared to where I am now. And I'm very grateful for every single one of you who gave me a chance to have a real life, who gave me the tough love, who, you know, just took themselves away and put me in a position where I had to change, because some people really need to be at rock bottom to change. Rock bottom, I always use that word, like I used to, bikini bottom, I always used to use that word so lightly, like, oh, they were at rock bottom. Once you actually hit rock bottom, you know what I mean, like, and it's kind of like a wake-up call, like, you're like, oh shit, I have to change. So I will be a success story, and I will keep everybody updated if they even give a fuck. So I'm sorry for being emotional. I'm sorry for being like crazy, because that's just who I am. But I've come too far to give up, and I just, for a minute there I was like, this sucks, this feels like shit, and then I think, like, I'm getting a hot sweat right now. And I think, this life it's too important, like, it's too important to fuck it up like this. It's, I have so much to be thankful for. I have a family, and I have, so I love you guys with all of my person, and thank you for listening to me. And I hope next time it's for better times, to talk about these physical ailments and this stuff. So, alright.